You're listening to Faith, Stewardship, and Insurance, Protecting Texas Churches. The show that gives pastors and church leaders the clarity they need to protect their people, property, and ministry.
Welcome back to Faith, Stewardship, and Insurance, Protecting Texas Churches. I'm your host, Ron Wadley, with Insurance for Texans. We help pastors and church leaders protect their people, property, and purpose with wisdom and clarity. This week, we're pausing to look back, to reflect with gratitude on the lessons we've learned together throughout this podcast, because while insurance may not seem like something to be thankful for, the truth is every challenge, every mistake, every "I wish we'd known that sooner" moment teaches us how to lead and protect our ministries better. And that's exactly what happened to one faithful church in Waco. The finance team at this Waco church had already been through plenty of stress. After a break-in, thieves made off with their sound equipment, instruments, and computers, thousands of dollars worth of ministry tools gone overnight. Still, the team was thankful they had insurance. They filed the claim, confident that their policy would cover the losses. But when the check came in, it was much smaller than expected, barely covering half of the damage. After a call to their agent, they learned a term they'd never heard before: sublimit. Their policy had specific caps on certain items, meaning even though their total property limit looked strong, some losses were restricted to much smaller amounts. That was a hard day. But over time, the finance team realized that the experience, as painful as it was, came with a hidden blessing. It opened their eyes. They started asking more questions. They learned to dig deeper into their policy and make sure their coverage truly matched the value of their ministry. And that's something to be thankful for. Wisdom gained through navigating challenges. As we've journeyed through these first 40-plus episodes, we've seen churches across Texas face storms, thefts, lawsuits, and difficult choices. But in every story, there's been something bigger, a lesson in stewardship, in preparation, and in faith. We've learned that asking the hard questions today prevents heartbreak tomorrow. True stewardship means reading the fine print, not just trusting the headline. Faith doesn't replace preparation. It strengthens it. And maybe most importantly, even mistakes can become blessings when they help us protect God's work more faithfully. That Waco church didn't just replace their stolen property. They rebuilt their confidence. They updated their coverage, reviewed their policy line by line, and understood insurance was a ministry tool. That's the power of gratitude. It turns regret into wisdom. It transforms frustration into stewardship. Today, as we focus on thankfulness, take a moment to reflect on what you and your church have learned this year. Maybe it was about coverage gaps. Maybe it was about storm deductibles. Maybe it was about the courage to finally ask, what does this policy really mean? Whatever the lesson, be thankful for it. Because each one helps you protect what God has built. And if you're ready to turn those lessons into confident decisions, visit insurancefortexans.com to connect with a church insurance specialist. We'll help you build a plan that protects your church. And if you haven't already, now is the time to get a copy of our book, The Promise of Certainty, at thepromiseofcertainty.com. It is designed to help church leaders to navigate the complex world of church insurance. I'm Ron Wadley, and this has been Faith, Stewardship, and Insurance, Protecting Texas Churches. Until next time, remember, the lessons that challenge you today are the wisdom that safeguards your ministry tomorrow.
Thanks for listening to Faith, Stewardship, and Insurance. Until next time, remember, insurance isn't just about policies. It's about safeguarding the mission God has called you to lead.